you can use flow designer in place of inbound actions. See, in place of business rules, you can use flow designer, right? In place of inbound actions also, you can use flow designers. Okay. So you can go to the flow designer. So we are running out of time. Huh? Okay, no worries. So you can go to the flow designer here. Okay. From the flow designer, till 9:30. Session goes till 9:30, guys.
Okay, sir.
No issues, Uday.
See, here you guys say no issues. Here some are actually murmuring themselves. When does this guy leave?
No, quite interesting today.
Interesting. Okay. So here create issue. So you are actually creating a flow here. So this trigger type is actually main. In the flow designer, this trigger is actually main thing that you guys have to understand. So here you will just select the trigger here. So trigger skip tour. So here trigger is actually this time. So if you want to use this as business rule, you have to select created or updated, created or updated. If you want to use flow designer as business rule, you have to select any of these triggers. If you have to use the flow designer as scheduled job, you have to use this. If you have to use flow designer as inbound action, you have to use inbound email. Okay. So here condition here you will actually specify subject contains create garage and receive type is new and type is not receive type. Type is received. Reply record type. You don't use this reply record type. So this is actually the condition. Okay. So on which table you want to create a record? So you will select this action here, create record. Okay. On which table you want to create a record? Okay. In the color. So here you will actually provide UID or user ID. Okay. Or you can do one thing. So in the flow designer, you can write script here. Okay. In the return gs dot get user ID. Okay. You have written script here. Short description. So in the short description, you want to pass subject. In the description. So you want to pause body text. Okay. And you will just click on this one. So you have to save this one. You have to activate this one. Only once it is activated, this inbound action will be triggered once ServiceNow receives the email. Okay. So let us say you have inbound action, you have flow designer both in place. Which one will run first? Flow designer will run first. Okay. Now we will try to send a new email. So I have sent an email. So here in the email logs, I will check if the email is received or not. See, further sessions will be even more interesting.
I'm waiting, Uday.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for those.
There is Allu Arjun movie, Desmudru. So here, right, in the flow designer, if the flow has been triggered or not, you can identify using executions. So there is an execution. So just now there is an execution. So that means it would have created a record on the garage issue table. So here in the garage issue table,
It didn't created actually.
didn't create it.
Yes.
So no matter, it did create.
But it is task.
It has created record.
But it has created on task. I think you have selected Garrett task because
It has created task also.
No, both it has created.
yes.
See, as there is a business rule on the garage issue table, it has created task as well. See, what is happening after sending an email, flow designer is triggering. Through the flow designer, it is creating a garage issue record. There is a business rule on the garage issue record, right? So once garage issue record is created, it should create garage issue task. So that is why it has created the task.
Because like flow designer also act as business rule.
Flow designer,
You have said na flow designer can be used in place of business rule.
flow designer can be also used as business rule. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So because of that,
See, there is a script man already,
okay.
which will actually create garage issue task. Okay. So you can use flow designer as inbound actions as well. Okay.